point of view. With Kaz and Winnie, the restoration team will make these classics fulfill their dream. Watch the shades from rust to shining chromies, build a journey. Glad you come along. If our restorations get your motor running, like and subscribe, keep the channel humming.
Take 3. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for taking your time to share with me. Trying to get this Transit Connect van back on the road and in some sort of condition where we can sort of go off and not worry about what time we're going to get back in. I.e. we can probably keep in the back of here if push was to come to shove type of thing. Anyway, where were we at last time? Door hinge. Yeah, mirror hinge, that's on there. Another one turned up in the post, so I sprayed it up and I put it on there. How cool is that? I've got to put the rubber bung back in there yet. It is in there somewhere. And there's that. And look at that for shut lines. Beautiful, isn't it? I did have to do quite a bit of adjusting. Top and bottom hinges, as you can see. But it knocks years off the van. Just get rid of those old rusty looking flipping hinges. I'm not doing brilliantly. A couple of you guys have noticed. Yeah, I'm not doing brilliantly. It'll probably pass in a month or so. But I'm having a right old flare up at the moment and it's not funny. You've got to keep laughing through it. It's the best medicine. Right, what am I doing? I am trying to stay upright. No, it's I need to put the ceiling in as I have put the two sides in. I am literally getting through all of my little rolls of things and bits and pieces of insulation and that. See, I've got this one fixed on the wall there. I've got that one fixed on the wall. I went through and I thought, right, let's do riv nuts. Yeah, let's get the riv nut pot out and let's just go mad with the riv nuts. But if you think about it, I'd have to hold that grey piece up against the wall, or this grey piece up against the wall. Find somewhere to drill a hole, and then take it off, drill a bigger hole, put a riv nut in, rivet it in, then come back and do it all over again about 12 times. There is no way. You might be able to do it on this side where this already piece of wood was, and the screw holes were kind of already there, although they were all pissed. Nothing was really straight. So to try and do that on a completely flat piece of board with lights in and speaker and power outlet, where are we? Let's have a look. It does actually work. I've got 12 volts, and this one, that powers the control box behind there for trailer lights. So you can hitch all your trailer up, plug into the socket there. You'll have no lights until that light is flicked, because this is a permanent feed and that's a permanent feed, so that kills that. And you've also got a cigarette hole there if you want to have one of those. I've left that there specifically for days when we go down the seaside with our inflatable dinghy and our inflatable sofa, and we've got that pump, and it's, pardon me, so stop waffling. I fixed it in the end with these little sausages. I found my black rivets out. They're nice Christopher Biggins. Why is this not focusing? I am really getting my knickers in a twist here. I must have done something with the settings, but I've not touched the settings. So why isn't it freaking focusing? Anywho, so that's all up, and I've had to re-rivet. What I've done, literally, I've put fixings in like so, and I've gone round and I've gone, oh yeah, that's rattly there, drill and fix, and it's two down there, and there's one here, and so on and so forth. And that side is all done as well, riveted on. Yes, easy, but what if you need to get in there and put your do some wiring. Tough shit, isn't it? I've done what I need to do here. I've got power in the back via a switch. Tow bar electrics that I can isolate. Speakers all work. Oh, here comes somebody. Hello, somebody.
Goodbye.
Oh, yeah, okay. Are you leaving me?
No.
Oh.
Got to go and get Kate then.
Have you?
Still at the hospital.
Oh, crikey, is he alright?
Yeah.
Right, let's just pause that. Right, okay, where were I? Yeah, I've got the panels up. Want to get the back of this van sorted. So, I've put all this insulation stuff up there. There is soundproofing behind that. And so on and so forth. All the way along. It's all ready to go. I just need to put a little bit of something around here, which I have somewhere. It doesn't matter for you guys. But this is going to be a beam that I am going to screw a board to. In this colour. Probably. And so, coming around to this end, I needed something here. I could have gone, oh, where are we? This level here, like so. Could have gone from this little step down. Flipping sunlight's making it a real pain to focus. Yeah, could have gone from there that way, all the way across. But that height there is lower by a good inch from there. Okay, it would have gone uphill slightly to meet there, but still it would have been encroaching on the light, and I don't want any of that shit going on. So what I've done is I've drilled, and yes, I've used some rib nuts. So I've rib nutted 4 6mm stud holes, trimmed up a piece of wood, put a bit of curvature on the end, and I've got these studs in there, which should technically line up like so. That's one. That's two. Am I going to be lucky and get all 4 in line? Shut the back door. 3. What about this one? Oh, I'm going to have to put you down and get on with it with me drill. Anyway, so I'm basically going to have a piece of wood up here almost flush with the ceiling. You can't do anything from the ceiling downwards because that is the outside roof. So otherwise you have to be sealing washers and all that guff. I don't want to make any possible holes in the roof more than there is already. So I'm just going to whiz these in. I've got a beam that I can screw to, which will be pretty much the same height as this beam here. And then I'm going to do the same that end somehow. I need to work out yet. I don't even know. I've not even been there yet. So I need to work out what I need to do and then go and do it. Right. I need to do some screwing. I'm knackered. I'm absolutely freaking knackered. Bugger. Me ends fell off. Yes, I'm using a torque screw, a Torx bit on an Allen key head. But hey, it fits. There we have a nice solid piece of timber that I can screws into to hold this end of the ceiling up. I'm happy with that. You know what I'm thinking of doing, don't you? As I'm going to have quite a bit of clearance, and I have a switchable feed here from the front of the car. I might even just drill a hole through there now. And because the board's going to be sort of like that, I have a gap here, so these cables can go straight through the wood, sit into this cavity, and I can have a series of 12-volt downlights. That will look jiffy, won't it? Am I going a bit over the top with this? Got nothing else to do, have I? Okay, well, I need to sort out a piece of wood for that end as well, and go from there. Right, carry on. Okay. Well, the next part is cutting the 2 pieces out from the old 6mm sheets that you have left over. I only bought 2 to start with. So this is the remnants of the left-hand rear panel in the back of the van. I've measured it. It's 44 inches across by that much, 29 inches. I'm working in inches and I work in centimetres. Whichever's nearest on the tape measure gets it. As simple as that. Okay, if you can do both, brilliant. If you can't, convert it. When he wants to say hi, hey Woos. Yeah, he's very talkative. I found out what was wrong with the autofocus. Didn't work. Now my phone has the backings come off. See? And it's the only way to show it properly, isn't it? And the dust had got in between A and B face, so I've had to bit of dad spittle. Gets off all the marks, doesn't it? Do you remember them days? Get off, Mum! Get off! Stop it! I stink of your breath now. Oh, we've all been there. Right. If you haven't, you've missed out on a load, I tell you not. Right, so basically this next bit is pretty much freehand. I've lost my rule, so I'm using that as that is my straight edge, a machine edged cut. So that is now my new ruler. Ah, we're not worthy. So we've got 44, and I've got to notch these 2 pieces out, one here and one there, because that is the centre strut. But it just goes across the ceiling or roof of the van, and this is where this part needs to cater for where it bends down and joins the side of the van. So I've got to notch that bit out so that curve fits in there nicely. Now, because I didn't have enough length, leave it outside. No, it's not that long. Anyway, because I didn't have enough length in one sheet by 2 inches, or the width by width is 42 inches, length is 82 inches. I needed 84-inch length to to do the whole roof in one piece in the van. If only Ford, right, would have got their act together, they would have made the van exactly the same size ceiling on the inside as a piece of 8x4 sheeting. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I need matchsticks to keep these things open, the old peepers. So basically what I've had to do is, instead of going, so that was a 4-foot piece, instead of doing 44 inches there, it was only 42 inches. So I've had to make that, no, the other way around. Oh, it doesn't matter. Forget that. I'll edit that bit out, so don't worry about that. But basically, this is the rear of the van where the 2 doors are, okay? And this is basically, it's just all freehand. It's not a circle, it's not a semicircle, it's more of a, it's one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like a 30° minus 45 plus the hypotenuse of a rhino curve. You can easily work it out via Ask Jeeves. It's not any Google, you know. Right, so this is the centre of my board. So this is 22 inches. To there and there. Now this is where the cables are dangling down, guys, from the ceiling. Okay, now that length there, the 29-inch to there, I've beeped this up, haven't I? I've measured that as 29 inches, I'm pretty sure of it, and I need 29 inches. Yeah, I've done that, 29 inches. If you don't focus, phone, you are going in the bin, seriously. That's better. And that's 29 inches, and I've lost 1/4 inch. So that line there should have been there, but I didn't add on 1/4 inch to account for cutting off this rough edge. Rough edge! I don't care. I'm going to stick with what I've done. If it's wrong, it's 1/4 mil short. 1/4 inch short, beg your pardon. 1/4 mil. It's 5.6 millimeters shorter than it should be, taller, longer. Okay, so like I say, so this gap here is smaller than this gap here before the end of the van, the left hand passenger side rear curves around, and it's less here where it curves around. So I've allowed for that by reducing that angle of dangle with that flow of consistency. I have talked some fucking bollocks, don't I? Oh, humour is the only thing keeping me awake at the moment and standing up. I can't stop because it's supposed to be thundering and all that tomorrow. And I don't like it. Not that I don't like thunder, but I've pushed myself to actually motivate myself today. Harder than I've ever had to push myself before. So therefore, it's getting fucking done. I don't care if it's a 1/4 inch short. It's getting done. That's the spirit, ET. Crack on, lad. Right, need to cut those bits out and then go and offer up to the underside of the ceiling of the van. I said, what out? Right. That's got to be halfway. There's my mark there. Yeah. If anyone complains that this camera works dodgy, step outside, lads. Because I am having a bit of a fun here. Right. Ah. What's this looking like? OMG. That is awesomeness. Just need to take that little bit off there. I've just drawn that, by the way. Right. Oh. Medic, man down. Oh my god. That's not bad for a first attempt, is it? And I thought I chomped off too much as well. By 5.62764 recurring millimeters, or 1/4 inch. Right, let me go nibble that corner off there. And then it's thinking about getting these cables in there, like that, because that should come to about, literally about there, just to enclose that. I've got to drill a hole. I'll do that now, actually. Drill a hole through there, pull the cables through, then this is in that area there. And then what I need to do is poke a bit of a double insulated cable right through there, because it comes out, see my little finger through that hole, poke it right through there, and then sort of, I don't know, put a cable tie through. If I measure sort of like a foot in, I'm just tie a piece of bit of cable tie, poke it through the sponge, and then coil the cable up into the cable tie there, so that will keep that suspended. So when the ceiling's up, whenever I cut 2 holes out there, or 1 hole out there and 1 hole out here, so we've got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, cable should be there. Oh, frickin' heck. Do I need all this lighting? Not really. But there's options, isn't there? You know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I just wing it and things happen. Right, I'm going to crack on and nibble that bit off because I'm spooked. No. Good boy. Daddy's trying. No. Thank you. I'm trying to record a prestige TV entertainment program right here. Okay, here is the cutout measured first part of the ceiling towards the rear, and I found a new sanding block because this stuff is rather splintery. You don't want like a 9-inch splinter going up your fingernail. Yeah, look at this sanding block I found. Look, it's great, isn't it? It's absolutely wicked. No, it's not a sanding block, you muppet. It's a stone sharpening. It's a sharpening stone for your blades. So you've got coarse. So you shine your blade up on the coarse with oil, I might add, and then you use the fine side to look on the bright side. Right, well I did that because I care, alright? You know, look, I've even put a radius on these edges? No, thank you. No. I'm gonna bark all over your videos next. Yes. So yeah, I've got this nice edge on there. I couldn't tell you what that radius is. It's just by hand. It's just, like that, and it's done. So yeah, you don't want any children getting in the back of the van for whatever purpose, and then jabbing themselves on these really sharp, nasty edges, getting 9 1/4 inch splinters. You just wouldn't, you know, it's not fair. But yeah, you know, I take pride in my work. All joking aside. So yeah, there we go. Hey, I'm not gonna paint it grey. It looks shit, wouldn't it? It just would look too dark, and it would need all those lights in there. Thank you for respecting my videoing prowess. Anywho, so yeah, it's going to be a shade of white. In actual fact, I might even leave it as is and just put a coat of varnish on it. No. That's not Winnie, by the way. That's a dog across the road howling. Right, let's go and try and stick it on the ceiling of sorts. Wish me luck. And as usual, let's give it a go. Gary Eats, good channel. Nice one, Gary, if you're watching. I know you're an avid fan. Right, and yeah, one day I will get you a t-shirt sent off. Like your channel, sir. Right, let's crack on. Right, I've just taped up these 4 cables that are hanging out from that cloth that I put in. It's looking a little bit wrinkly, but just look over there and you'll be fine. Yeah, when you're doing stuff like this, leave one long one, even though these are all sort of, you know, snarled up now. Don't worry about them. Just worry about getting one strand through your little hole here. That's all you need to do. You try and wang all 4 of them through at once, and you won't get anywhere. Okay, so once you've done that, then do one at a time. Let's get rid of that red. Big black. Yeah, that can now come on before right through. Yeah. Right, grey. Let's get rid of that grey, which was a green. It's quality, isn't it? Absolute quality. Red. Let's finish that red off, which is now white. A white, which is now a red. Okay, that's that. And just finish that grey. Is that grey? Oh no, it's that one. Get that in there. Jobs are good. And like so. Give it a little bit of slack back. There we go. Pull it tight. Jobs are good. And now you've got all these 4 cables in here. Take the tape off, and they're all the same length again. So now I can offer up my piece of wood and start to put some fixing screws in there. I need to put a bit of cable, double insulated cable through there. Double insulated because it's a sharp edge. It's a fairly sharp edge, but it will have 2 in. I've got a better idea. What's this in my pocket? No, I'm not playing billiards. I found that up on my fruit machine last night. I thought, oh, I'm going to put that in my pocket because it might come in handy. Yeah, it might do. If I chop that and took a big chunk out of it, perhaps I could do 2. But yeah, a good idea. Yeah, sort of thing. You see what I'm getting at, can't you? I can do, if I chop that in half, I'll be able to do this side and that side. Right, let's crack on. Still need to get that piece of wood cut today because I don't think I'm going to be doing anything tomorrow. I shouldn't be doing anything now. Fuck it. No, I'm going to pack up. I've got that in. I've got this piece of wood up. I've insulated the ceiling. I've got the piece of wood cut. It's enough, isn't it? It's enough. Right, see you another day. Thanks for watching. One more top tip for those of you that aren't Sparkies and followers. If you're pulling through cables like I was there with different grade of cables, different gauges, pull the big ones through first. Start off with the biggest cable, pull that through the hole, then go to the next biggest one, next biggest gauge, so on and so forth, and pull the last one you should pull through should be the smallest. Otherwise, you can see what's going to happen, can't you? You've got all your nice tiny little cables through there. And when you go to pull Fat Freddy through there, that is going to friction burn all those cables in here where you can't see it, and you will have open circuits or blowing fuses even. Yeah, top tip. All you Sparkies are nodding. Yeah, easy. Thanks for coming back on and telling us what we already know. Yes, it's not you guys, it's the ones behind you, kind of thing. Yeah, so pull the biggest cables through first if you're doing stuff through joists or anything like that, well, through walls even, anywhere where there's friction between cables. Use some yellow 77 if you really have to. If you're pulling cables through conduit, you need 65% airspace. What a load of bollocks. I never sat there and I used to wire blocks of flats. I never sat there and got my calculator out and worked out 65% airspace for the conduits. It's there for a purpose, easy. I know, but I never fill them right up because it's just asking for trouble. Anyway, I've gone off at another tangent. What am I doing? Don't know. I can smell burning. Oh fuck. No, I can't. Oh dear, let's get on. Oh, I'm back again. I'm like a bad fucking smell, aren't I? One more last top tip. You get normally take two. Back again. Yes. Normally you get one top tip a month, but today you're getting two top tips for free in one video, in one episode. So my second top tip is if you're pulling cables through anything like that and you are just going to board them up in the ceiling, because I don't know whether or not I'm going to use these yet, or cut holes in the ceiling or anything like that, please tape up the loose ends that can technically, possibly at some point in the future, become live. I know it's only 12 volt, but if fuses will be blowing, you'll be scratching your head. So yeah, make sure you use your double insulated aircraft grade masking tape, insulation tape, and you'll be fine. See you in a bit, guys. Oh, cables. Oh. Right, following on from the interior of the vane, I've now got this part to do, haven't I? Lights are wired, and I needed to put a piece of wood somewhere near that one. This, I measured thus from thither, follow the finger, to thither, all right, 44.5 inches. Ladies, never let it be said that that's not enough. It's ridiculous. Black beauty. Anyway, yeah, so I cut a piece of 44.5 inches and I kind of stuck that end in there, and this end was sort of here, but it, obviously wanted to be into that flat recess. So I put this end in and I beat the living daylights out of this piece of wood, and it stayed intact mostly. As you can see, it's taken some of my shite paintwork off, but that, by golly. So I've made the last roof truss, the last joist in my van that I need to make, and it's up there with no screws or nails or glue or riv nuts or rivets or anything else. It's just there. Its own strength is keeping it in situ. I can't believe that, because I was really pondering on whether to how to fix it up there because of those angles that we got there that we're trying to play with. Right, I better get on measuring this piece of wood. Shall we see if I can measure it in such a way that I can just bang it up there and it stays up there on its own? What do you reckon? Yeah, righto. You know, I've been having nightmares about that hinge, about the... If I'd have just drilled through the whole lot and just put a new pin in there, that would have done, wouldn't it? Just tack welded the top of it or something and then filled it in. Just saying. It's a mare, isn't it? Proper mare. Talk about security. Flipping heck. You know, you try everything, you still can't get the thing apart. Anyway, it's what it is. I need to crack on and get this wood because today is the last day of sunshine. Tomorrow it's thunderstorms and showers all the way till Christmas. So yeah, looking forward to that. Okay, right, stop waffling easy and crack on, lad. All right, get on. God, nearly had a boo-boo then. Where's he gone? God, nearly had a big boo-boo then. The only way, I only have one shot at doing this second panel on the seat on the roof, because an 8x4 sheet, you can only get one of these measurements out of it by going sideways, sort of thing. So yeah, I'll show you what I did. Here is the piece. This is the part that's going to face the ceiling. So yeah, I'm not really worried about. Yeah, not really worried about that too much over there. But if you can see, these two notches and there, okay, they are these bits up there, obviously. Okay, and there. Now, I cut that one, and then Caroline turned up with the shopping, and we got chitty chatting. So I measured the measurement again, and I cut that one out. All right. Now I stood back and I went, oh, that's left to right. That should be there. Okay. Are you following? So, I recut that one there to match that one. So that's the beam in the middle of the ceiling roof. And I cut that, and I thought, well, I'll do one this side to match that, and then chamfer the corners off. It's kind of worked in my favour, because this corner up here isn't just a square corner. It's a bit higgledy-piggledy. So I reckon if I just whip a bit more off of that edge, so that will be there. If I whip a bit more off of there, just a tiny smidge, give that a bit of finger blast in there, I reckon I'm going to be all right. I reckon that should slide in quite nicely, and then I can put all these tools back away in the shed where they belong, and all I've got to do then is the engine. Sort out what that rattle is. Find that bolt or nut or washer that I've dropped in there. Like I say, rain's coming in, so I need to crack on. Hopefully now that is going to slip right into the hole. I've just got to get my new favourite friend, my new double-edged sanding block cutter filer, and then chamfer off these edges, give it a little bit of niceness, and then screw it to the ceiling. I can't wait. It's going to be dead cool, don't you? Right, catch you in a bit. Wowzer. I'm well happy with how that's come out. As I was saying, it's kicking out time for schools, and I am well happy with how this has come out. I've got to do a little bit of nibbling there just to level those two pieces up, because it seems to be more one way than the other. But there we are. I'm happy with that. That's really good. Don't seem to have lost too much head height in there, but yeah. So that pretty much wraps up the back of here. The stereo obviously works, and we've got the power going in, power going out. What are we on now? 11.9. Makes sense because I've had the stereo on and the lighting on just to check everything works. Looking good, isn't it? Not sure about boxing these in. As soon as you start putting boxing in, you lose a lot of a lot of literage of capacity. So, you know, if I was to put some sort of bench there, I'd just put a batten and a bit of bench with a couple of legs, and then you've got all that space to stuff jumpers and pillows and do divots and all that kind of stuff. I need to go in now, tidy up here, just leave the basics in there that I need for under the bonnet, and we can tick this job off for once and for all. I'm happy with the way it's turned out, more than happy, really. So yeah, all good. Right guys, catch thee on the flip side. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Right, just to finish off this video completely, I don't know when I'll be uploading next. I'm really having a flare. Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle, it's just a flare, but I don't know how long they last for. Generally it's about a month, could be a week, I don't know. But my whole face is stinging, my arms are stinging, I've got little red dots coming up. You know when you get if you've ever used a power drill for any length of time, you get like hand-arm vibration, or halves. I've got that constantly, but it's all lupus. It is all lupus. And why is a ghost there? Because I've only got half red blood cells. Don't know. That's the autoimmune being attacked. I've been lucky up till now, as you've seen by my videos recently. It's not all doom and gloom. It means I can actually have a rest and stop doing shit. I've got that record player to finish off, but I need to go and get a bit of advice and a little bit of help with it. Yeah, I said earlier in the video that the rains are coming in. Well, I think they're getting here, in all fairness. So don't know, we've got people out in the street there. Nice part of the world. Yeah, what else can I tell you? Like I say, don't worry, thank you for your kind wishes and all that. It really helps, puts a smile on, doesn't it? I do apologise for my new pointy finger. It was supposed to be one of these, but the man only had these left in the shop, so I bought those. Bought 2 of those. You can't get them anywhere. I couldn't get them anywhere else. So, you know, if they're good enough for Sleeper Dude, they're good enough for us, isn't it? Right. Okay. Yeah. So, chronic fatigue, muscle pain. Feels like your muscles are being ripped off the bones. Out. Arms gone. What else do I get? Oh, dry eyes. Really dry. I have to put liquid in my eyes so they don't dry up. Tear ducts are fine. It's just, what's that? Sjogren's. Dry mouth. I have to spray my mouth, right, with fake saliva. I kid you not. This is true as I'm standing here. Yeah, itchy ears, because there's a rash that appears on both my hands. You might have seen it a couple of years ago in some of my videos where I've shown it in my hands. They've been really bad. Those of you that followed my channel from day one would know what I'm talking about. That rash appears inside my ears, and it also appears on the soles of my feet, which isn't pretty, and it is a little bit uncomfortable, but we have lotions and potions to counteract that, which don't work. Going back to the bee venom, lads, it's kind of a placebo. You know, you put it on and you think, oh yeah, it's doing really good. Now, if I did it 4 times a day, like it says on the packet, on the tube, who knows? Here's the rain. Here's the rain that's coming. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? A bit of bass. So yeah, tiredness. The fatigue is incredible. I've never experienced anything like it. I could be doing something and all of a sudden, of course that turns your brain off and you can't I'm talking again all right now for a few minutes. Shit. What was I going to say? And forgetfulness is fucking. Oh, who was I talking to the other day? I kept talking to them. Well, we had a chat. I just kept forgetting what I wanted to say. No, it's gone. But this is how it is. This is the new norm. So for you guys looking in, it's like, oh my god, poor you. Yeah, fuck it. It doesn't matter. It's still me. But so when I pump out like 4 videos a week or 5 videos a week or whatever, and then I go quiet, it's just, what I'm basically trying to do is explain what's happening. What this is my sort of life cycle, if you like. I have a burst of stuff where I don't hurt too much to do things. So I get out there and I do things. Shit, what was I going with that? And there are times where I get these, not so much flares. Sometimes I get this without the rashes and the stinging, and sometimes it kind of levels itself out, really. If this sounds a bit confusing, I'm sorry. This is how I am. I'm basically confusing and confused. That's about it, really, isn't it? Right, I'm going to go in now. It's nice to smell that rain in the air, that freshness, which is great on many levels, specifically because I've lost my sense of smell and taste. But sometimes it just comes back. It just comes back, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. When it does come back, I'm straight in the fridge. Strawberries. Oh, you imagine all those little tastes. The peanut butter, Marmite. When you eat this stuff and you're snorting and you can't taste a thing, nothing. If you shut your eyes, someone puts something in your mouth, leave it. Someone puts something in your mouth, you wouldn't be able to tell what. I guarantee you wouldn't be able to tell what it's like. That's the worst part of it for me. Ow, oh fuck, ow, 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 ow. Oh, this is silly. This is simplest tasks that I find difficult. I'm just explaining shit, okay? So bear with. And when I turn this off in a second, I'm going to go. Oh, why didn't I mention so and so? The locked ankle, the locked thumbs. This is lupus mimicking gout. And then the arthritis. My fingers are starting to go all twisted and bitter, or is that just me? It might be just me, I don't know. Hey, but I'm still smiling. I'm loving life, and I'm having a great time doing these videos. That's where I was going with that, when I can. So you'll have a bit of a deluge of my crap, and then I go silent.